Okay, guys, welcome to the event. It's our wellness prevention action plan event. All those immigrant women and business events are serving people, serving community. It's backed by our leaders who create and provide to the marketplace solutions for better, healthier lifestyle. Our leaders are mothers, immigrants, people, and purpose-driven leaders. And any of their advices, they're full of love. They're full of truly caring tips and practical tidbits of wisdom for our community and for anybody who'll be enjoying watching and listening this webinar. Our first speaker and our founding member of Immigrant Women in Business who represent Uganda for us, Dora Berluga, charismatic. She has medical education, has done a lot of community work, and today she is an entrepreneur, always has been social entrepreneur. And Dora, please take it away. I'm a proud customer of Dora. I take a lot of Dora's products these days. I simply recently just fell in love with a lot of Dora's recommendations on the line she represents. Thank you, Dora.
Okay, Svetlana, thank you very much for that wonderful, thunderous introduction. I'll take it right away by just saying thank you very much for everybody who's on this Zoom call right now. And my gratitude would be that this month I got overwhelming support in being able to get products so that I closed this month with exactly the volume points that I needed and even over and above that, which is awesome, you know, because it's helping me grow the business, move it to the next level. And as we were saying, like Svetlana was saying, she takes these supplements that I have that, you know, come through Herbalife because I'm distributor with Herbalife. I myself also, it's a requirement really of Herbalife that you do get to know the products before you can tell other people about it or sell it to other people, which I think makes a lot of sense. I take the products, the supplements, and it's amazing. Some of the things, of course, that it's doing for me is I had water retention problems, that's been resolved. I had blood clots, a couple of them in my body, that's resolved. Things to do with weight, sticky weight, I call it, weight that refuses to go no matter what you do. That is also being resolved. So yeah, I could just go on and on and on. Boosted immunity. I was very low in iron, fainting quite a bit. That has been resolved as well. So those are just a few things that I am benefiting from by taking the supplements. Okay. Now, of course, I take the food, you know, I eat regular food, I eat fruits, vegetables, all of that stuff. But we all know that in our day and age today, that the way our products are produced doesn't allow us to get everything out of it. And we don't get the maximum amount of nutrition from that, minerals and vitamins from that. So we need supplements, not only here in North America, we need it all over the world. So even if you know people in other parts of the world and they are important to you, you can think about them in terms of being able to get supplements to them that work. Another thing that I like about these supplements is that they are not too overly priced. Of course, they do have a price tag to them, more expensive than what you would get at you know, your grocery store or something like that. But nonetheless, when you see the results that you get from it, it's well worth it. Many of them are maybe, let's say, between $30 and let's say $45, and you're getting quite a bit of supplements from that. So, you know, work it into your expenses, your monthly expenses, and for sure you'll find that it gives you some benefit and that you wouldn't regret it, right? I'll just tell you maybe right now, because of the coronavirus, quite a few people have approached me and said, okay, listen, we never really paid attention too much to supplements and thought, you know, it's out of our price range. Why should we focus on it? But I would like to say, as you all know very well today, and as those people are saying to me as we speak recently, is that they realize the importance of adding supplements to their diet. Because as we said earlier, it gives you that extra stuff that you need to boost your health so that your health can be the best that it can be at this point in time, right? And that your health can also actually improve over time. The more you take the supplements, the more it corrects things in our bodies that maybe we don't even know are wrong, right? It brings our hormones into balance. It, does different things for us. Some of it we will know, some of it we will never know. But the most important thing is that at the end, when you're looking at it and saying, am I better off taking supplements or not? Hopefully we can be able to say, I am better off taking my supplements. So definitely look at the supplements you're taking. If you're taking supplements right now, and see, are they working for you? If they're not, consider something like Herbalife, or consider something else like it. Maybe explore. Make sure that you don't just stick with one if it's not working with you. Try something else, because you matter. Your health matters, and you matter to your family, you matter to your friends, you matter to IWB, and the world is definitely not a better place when you're not healthy. We need you. You need to be your most healthy. I need to be my most healthy. So Atlanta needs to be her most healthy in order for us to achieve whatever our role is, whether it's our job, our business, our contribution to community, to our families. We need to be our healthiest. And so we need to take that into our hands and allow ourselves the permission to splurge on ourselves, like give yourself permission to just splurge a little bit on yourself, on supplements that you need. I'll tell you a few supplements that I can think of right now that are really, really awesome, and that many people have actually been buying, like in the last maybe 2-3 weeks. There is RoseGuard, and that is very good for boosting your immunity, right? So it's something that I would highly recommend if anybody's looking to boost your immunity. How can I be able to fight off any virus or bacteria or anything like that? Make myself have the best fighting opportunity against any sickness and disease out there. RoseGuard, boosts your immunity and gives you overall better health. Another one would be for people maybe who have arthritis, joint issues, or people who work out a lot, or people who have jobs that require a lot of bending, standing, bending, all of that stuff that maybe has some wear and tear on your joints, like your knees, your elbows, your ankles, your toes, your fingers. If you type a lot or send a lot of information using your fingers, you can take very good care of it using a supplement called Joint Support. Okay, so it supports your joints. It's very good for that. It helps to repair. And then there's another one called Restore. They usually go well together, Joint Support and Restore. And Restore, usually you take at nighttime. Joint Support, you can take a couple of times a day. And basically that helps to lubricate the inside of your joints. So again, it's making it repair the cartilage on the inside so that you're not getting pain, because when you wear out the cartilage, we all know you start getting sharp pains because you're hitting the nerves, right? Because we've got lots of nerves inside our joints as well. So yeah, that's just something to think about. And we've got the multivitamins as well, and those are very good for everything overall, right? We've got extra calcium, right? It's called Extra Cal. That has a lot of calcium for people that maybe you've broken a bone, like myself. I've broken a bone before. Or you just need more. Maybe you're menopausal, somebody who's menopausal. We know we need to take care of our bones, because if we don't, we start to lose a lot of calcium out of it, and then the bones become brittle, right? So we need to take care of that, restore all that calcium back into it so that the bones are nice and strong. It's easier to protect it from breaking than to try and repair it after it's broken, right? So yeah, those are some of the things that I have to say right now. And thank you so much, everybody. Lift off. I know I'm going to talk about.
You didn't mention my favorite product.
Yes. Svetlana is telling me it's her favorite product, and mine too in a lot of ways. Lift off is really good for energy. When you're feeling not so good, lethargic, and now with coronavirus, maybe you're feeling a little bit down on yourself. Maybe you're not really sick, like physically sick, but you're feeling down on yourself. You still have things to do. You have chores to do. You still have a business to run, and you just need that thing that will boost you up, that pick you up, keep you for a couple of hours with a lot of energy without having that crash. And that would be Lift Off. Literally, just as like it lifts you up, right? Lifts you off. And you just take one tablet, throw it into a glass of water. You can have as much water or less water as you want, and drink it as soon as possible. Like, don't drink it throughout the day, right? That one tablet, maybe drink it, say, within 30 minutes. Make sure it's done, right? So that you can get the full benefits of it. And the energy for a lot of people lasts maybe 4 to 5 hours, but it varies for everybody. But the good thing about it, you don't get a crash, and your energy is nice and clean. And you don't get like a tummy upset, headache, nausea, none of those things at all. You just get pure, clean energy to get your work done, because your business matters. And yes, this is the time to grow business right now.
And
Any
thank you.
questions?
Thank you. Thank you. We're good. So we'll send you a link with your products as a follow-up. Dora, thank you for being with us. And go run your errands. I know that it's a very busy evening for you. Again, thank you for being with us. And congratulations on your first achievement in growing your business. We are very proud of you, and you're going to have a fascinating future just because your spirit is so strong, and you're just a natural leader that attracts people. We are very happy to have you part of the organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. And as you said, Svetlana, yes, that information will all be given to everybody. If you need any help, if you have any questions, you know that you can ask me. I'll get you the answers for that. If you want to know the benefits of some of the stuff or what kind of supplements you could be taking for different issues, let me know. Just fire it out to me, text me, do whatever, and I'll get you that information. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Mwah.
Thank you. Ciao, Dora.
Okay.
Yelena, she has a lot of children in her backyard. Those two-legged, four-legged, a lot of different zoo-related kids. So let's give you the chance to tell us about yourself a little bit. And of course, the magic of our favorite ostrich oil that today my husband and I and all my family, including my son, my friends, our network and Immigrant Women in Business, we're all falling in love with the oil so much that we can't live without it. So that's the definition of a very good product, especially for people who can afford anything. So that tells you this is, if it's the product that we cannot live without. So congratulations, Yelena, first of all. Thank you for bringing outstanding product to the marketplace. And we'll be working very, very hard to bring this product awareness and education. So if the product is available in each and every Canadian household. And I was telling Yelena that a friend of mine with shea butter, and Dora would know, probably most of you know, 26 years ago when he was bringing it from Africa, we were building companies at the same time. And I remember the same conversation with him 25 years ago. I said, the product is so good that watch me. I mean, in 15 years, your product will be in almost each and every household in Canada. And this product has even better quality. You certainly tremendous growth, Yelena, and they're looking forward to help your business grow and to get this product education and awareness to a lot of people, panelists, and to obviously to our IWB community at first. Thanks, ma'am. Please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Svetlana, very much.
Sorry.
Hi,
Can
everybody.
you first get Martha to mute yourself, because I'm getting some background noise. I think it's maybe from Martha. Do you know how to mute yourself?
Looks like my token bird stopped to talk with me. As I told you, it can happen. If he hear my nose, he is talking with me. Again, Svetlana, thank you very much. I'm really glad that you love my product, because I can proud of my product too. And all my family and friends now use only ostrich oil if something happened, because it's really amazing product, as the ostriches has the biggest immune system from all animals on the planet, and second after shark. Sorry, can I take my token bird, or nobody can hear me? One sec. Anna, can you tell everybody where you use my ostrich oil?
Yes. So here is, we keep it in the refrigerator, and we use now this ostrich oil everywhere, burns. After using ostrich oil, all my family, we don't buy any creams for our face. It's excellent for your skin. It's just, again, I mean, once you try it on your skin, you can't even, I find that I cannot even smell any other products because most products, even very expensive products, have synthetic ingredients. And once you start using it, so we have now friends dying for the product who own the tattoo studios. It's excellent as an anti-inflammatory, like massive healing properties, I find. Excellent for sex. I mean, they're recording it, so here we go.
And natural.
Francine, okay.
Very important. And because it's pain away, it can be very helpful if you have any problem. It's really unique because ostrich oil has very small molecular. I think so many of you hear about the emu oil because it's more popular. It's more easy to raise the emu because they're little, they're as a big turkey and they're very friendly. And our ostriches, it's the wild ostriches, they can kill. Yesterday, my husband was scratched by ostrich seriously by teenager. Today, I have huge bruise from ostrich because even they're 8 months old, they can damage your skin very badly. And thanks God we have ostrich oil because again, it kills the bacteria, take a pain away. If something happened, any scratch, if you burn yourself, it's unbelievable how it's good because again, it's take a pain away. If you have little children who always afraid to put any alcohol for antiseptic, you can apply ostrich oil. It's easy. I just came back from Mexico and Dominica, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was outside with amazing sun and beautiful, not 2 weeks, sorry, I think 4 weeks for now, time going so fast, before all kind of virus start to spread around. And I was outside and I used only ostrich oil, me and my friends, and we never was burned. Even last summer when I did a tour and it was so around 40 degrees, I always was outside, I always apply ostrich oil and nothing happened. It's amazing how it protects you from the sun. It's amazing if you have, like if you go for any vacation or if you go for the camping and you was burned after like couple hours to be in the very hot degrees, again you will apply ostrich oil and all pain gone away. I have million stories how it's helped. Because again, it's antiseptic, kills the bacteria, molecular very small, go one very deep because it's natural and because of strong immune system, it's very powerful. And again, if you have any problem with the skin, if you people have eczema, hemorrhoid, herpes, arthritis, it's huge list, problem with the hair, problem with the dry skin, as I told you, if it's scratch, if it's burn, and much more benefits, you always can apply ostrich oil for any age. Like my mom, she has a legs problem and now she just prays that we have ostrich oil. I really dream that each family can have this ostrich oil like 911 in your fridge. We start to do a new labels and you can find soon our product and you can see it in our website. It's called The Power of Ostriches. It's very educational website. You can find all articles about our oil, all scientists, what they say about it. You can do your own research. You can see soon the opinion of another people who use it and trust our product. And we are very young. We only it's our 5th year in business. And only 2nd year we start to spread the word regarding this amazing product. And by the way, of course, I'm not, looks very nice right now, but if you will have chance to touch my arms and my skin is like farm, like I am a farmer. It have to be very dry. It have to be very because every day I'm a farmer. They sure that I'm only salesperson. I didn't do manicure for years. It's not what I can proud as a woman, but I can proud of my product because I don't have any cuticles around with all my tough work and work with the soil. Again, ladies, if somebody need it, just check our website. Ask us questions and trust. It's amazing product. Love you. Welcome. And I hope when weather will be much better, you and your family come to enjoy of amazing our backyard, see our ostriches, see my token birds, and have fun. Welcome.
Thank you, Yelena. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Martha, you're here with us. Would you like to say a few words? I mean, you're bringing a great product here from Mexico with natural ingredients, with the beautiful avocado oil. You wanna say a few words and introduce yourself to us? I mean, you in our community. Hi, Martha.
Okay, yes. Can you hear me okay? Yes, okay. So we are importing mascaras with natural ingredients. They are coming from Mexico and they are made with natural ingredients. Oh, sorry, my name is Martha Kennedy, by the way. And we are importing those products. And we are introducing the brand with the mascaras. We have 4 mascaras for the moment. We have them through Amazon, but the idea is to bring more products and of course to spread all the products around Canada. We have a tropical fruit and it has a lot of benefits, vitamins, and in Mexico we use it for different things. Plus, the oil of the seed is the one that we are using to produce the product. This product is 100% Mexican, market for 30 years. They have exclusive distributors here in Canada.
A beautiful product from Mexico, and I know it comes with love too. Martha is an amazing leader.
Yes, absolutely.
And she represents Mexico.
Thank you. Yes.
WB and great lady with the giving spirit and always there to help everybody. And obviously, she's going to open the connection for our leaders. To sell our products, to export them to Mexico and Latino countries. Thank you, Martha, for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jody, you're fairly new with us as well, so thank you for being with us. Jody is one and only lady on executive team of Immigrant Women in Business who represents Canada. So all the beautiful benefits of Canada. So we think of you, first of all, Jody, like we always do for Canadians. We love this country. And I know that you travel around the world. You can connect to immigrant thinking and being apart from your own homeland and start things doing all over with a new network, with a new language. I know you can relate to that, but still, I mean, you're Canadian, and thank you for being with us, and thank you for being an amazing leader, helping people to building businesses. And I understand that the way you train people and the way you lead people, that's what impressed me the most. And we like to learn and plug our people to your amazing business opportunity and obviously great products.
All right. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, Svetlana, for that introduction. My name is Jody, and I am a doTERRA wellness advocate. So that means I educate and empower women and families to take care of their health. Oh, I got an applause from Francina. Thanks. Clearly a fan. So yeah, so that is my main bread and butter. I'm a corporate exec turned entrepreneur. My husband and I have a business from our home. So we've very much taken to this online forum, and that's why I was giving a few pointers about Zoom. I've been using it for years, and many are just using it for weeks or days. So I could speak to you about oils, but I really wanted to speak to you about maybe a topic we can all relate to, which is how we can really stay healthy in this time right now. So of course, oils are a huge part of my life, and I'd love to, share more with you a little bit tonight and more at another time. But I thought I'd give a few pointers because I know Svetlana had sort of advertised me as talking about kids and wellness. So first off, who's a mama on the call? You can wave. Mamas, we got some mamas, we got some birdie mamas and mamas. So, for the moms in the room, I mean, wellness isn't just about having happy kids, it's wellness for all. And, sometimes the simple things are the most efficient. So we're just gonna go through some reminders about what we can do to really support ourselves during this time. So the first one is ensure that you get adequate sleep. We're thrown off of our routines, and ensure your kids do. My 15-year-old actually reminded me, Mom, it's not just about adequate sleep, it's also about a reasonable bedtime, right? Bedtimes can get later because there's not really anything to wake up for, right? My teen's learning the joy of sleeping until 1 o'clock, but next week things will change. We know that as kids have to start doing some schoolwork again. So, ensure you get adequate sleep. We are feeling stressed, whether you think you are or not. Your body is undergoing stress from being in enclosed quarters, not being able to be friendly with people, not touching people outside of our family. And so sleep is really, really helpful to help us manage stress. The next is eating right. So I love all the things Dora shared, and I concur. We need to eat the rainbow. If you go to the grocery store, like, I know it's kind of like a war zone out there, but the produce sections are full, right? So shop from the produce section, get your fruits and veggies, eat the rainbow, and choose foods that are rich in nutrients. But even if you eat the rainbow and make healthy choices, our food is not nutrient dense as our body needs, and so we really do need to supplement. So I totally concur with what Dora was saying. We really need to add in supplements to the body to really give us a healthy, strong foundation and to help boost our immune system. We need to exercise. Okay. There's no excuse. If you are home now more than before, get out. I saw a funny meme online, families before coronavirus, and you have everyone looking on their tablets and on their technology, and families after coronavirus, they're outside at the park going for walks. I mean, if you enjoyed, what was it, Sunday, I think we had a beautiful afternoon, or I don't know, the days are blending in, but it was a sunny afternoon. And if you went for a walk, you saw lots of people walking awkwardly, right, single file and swerving around each other. However, exercise is really, really important because it can lift our mood. Obviously, we need to move our body. We're not probably taking as many steps as we normally do. And if you get a good cardio in, even if it's just a brisk walk, exercise is going to help produce that chemical endorphin in the body, right? The happy feeling. And so that's going to also help with your stress, and getting fresh air and sunshine when it comes out is going to help with better sleep as well. Drink water. Now, there's this saying, you should drink half your body weight in ounces, right? And so what does that mean? That means if you weigh, let's call it 100 pounds. I know we don't have too many skinny minis. I don't want to go 200. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking 50 ounces of water. So that's, 4.5 cups of water, so to speak, 8 ounces in a glass, right? So somewhere around there, the math. So, you should be drinking your water. And we hear, water, we are mostly water, right? We're 65 to 70% water. Water feeds our brain, it boosts our immune system, it keeps us limber. So make sure you drink your water. I like to add essential oils in my water. I add oils like lemon, grapefruit, lime, citrus oils. They help the body, they help our cofactors in our body with glutathione. And glutathione is a powerful antioxidant. So this is why citrus oils are really, really important to be drinking in your water, especially during this time. Even when we're in a healthy, normal state of living, citrus oils in the water are really, really key. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, and often less talked about or less touched on, especially for a busy mama, is managing stress. Now, you know, again, we sometimes don't realize the stress that we're under, but our body does, right? Our mind might say, no, no, I'm fine. I'm not afraid, but our body feels stress. And so we need to do a few things. There's a few simple things we can do when we're feeling that way, and simple things we can impart on our kids as well. And one is like, take a time out, right? We give kids a time out when they're misbehaving or when they're throwing a tantrum. Sometimes mama needs a timeout, right? Or you just need a timeout from your spouse. Go in your room, half an hour, you know, with the promise that when you re-emerge, you will be a calmer person. And so we need that little bit of space. My kids get sent to their rooms to go and read. And of course, while they're in their rooms reading, they have a diffuser going, because a diffuser is a useful way to get essential oils flowing through the air. So oils like lavender that are really calming. There's a beautiful new blend called Adaptive. Like, what a fitting name for the time that we're in, right? It helps us adapt to stressful situations and new environments. And, you know, our kids, you know, may not feel the pressure of what's going on because they're young, and you know, if we keep them away from the news, but they're still like, they understand something is weird, something is different, right? And so they might need some help processing what they're going through as well. So essential oils is a beautiful way to help them manage stress. Preventing or removing things like sugar, keeping sugar only for little treats now and then, is another way to help them deal with their mood and their emotions, because sugar can be, you know, trigger them to respond differently and to respond sometimes in anger. I know my kids react in strange ways sometimes to sugar. So those are really some key things. I think, again, you know, when we think about our immune system is made up of our hair, right? The hair on our skin, the hair in our head, our nails, and our skin. So we also want to think about, what are we putting on our skin? What are we letting into our body from the outside in? So we want to do all the smart things that we're hearing. You know, there are smart people giving us instructions like, wash your hands. If you go out to the supermarket, wash your hands when you get back, use your hand sanitizer, you know, avoid people who are sick. If you've been sick, avoid others, and do your part. So there's, you know, very simple things that can be very efficient to support our body. And if you want to hear more about the beautiful, empowering essential oils that can do so much more for your health and well-being, from treating your headaches to sleep to digestive discomfort to energy to stress, I would love to share more with you. And I'm teaching regular workshops via webinar, Zoom, just like this. I love to give out samples, and I really almost insist that before you join me in a webinar, you've given me an address so I can send you a few little samples in the mail, so you can experience the beautiful aroma of peppermint and the uplifting aroma of wild orange. And as we go through some education, you can really participate as though you were in my living room, which is really where I prefer to impart all of this great wisdom. So thank you for the time. I hope that's helpful. I hope it's a good reminder, right? You didn't learn anything new per se, but it's a good reminder about how we can just support ourselves and our families during this time.
Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you, Jody, so much. You were mama.
Yes.
You covered everything. Yes, absolutely. I learned a few things, you know, I mean, it's simple things, but do we exercise simple things? You know, that applied knowledge, right? I mean, we all know that. So thank you so much. I think it was beautiful, absolutely outstanding. And Madame, our queen, Serbia, ozone therapy, Yelena, are you here with us?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Yelena, we are doing great. Thank you for being with us. And we are looking forward to learn your beautiful ozone therapy tips. And I know that you've been doing a lot of great work in the community. You have now a lot of clients with beautiful testimonials, and thank you for bringing ozone therapy, very well-known European way of healing to a North American world, to our beautiful Toronto.
Thank you very much, Svetlana, for inviting me again today. I really love joining all these wellness web seminars. I learned so much. And today I want to just a little bit talk about the ozone and immunity. And it's not only the pandemic that we are going through, but how amazing the whole treatment is. I'm going to start actually with the bad and good news. The bad news is that there is actually no magic pill or some kind of a miracle broth that will boost our immunity against the coronavirus overnight. But the good news is that there are many ways we can give our immune system the best possible chance of operating at its optimum levels. We know that immunity is unique to each one of us. It's like our own fingerprints. And that's for good reason. That diversity really helps the whole human race, and especially the fact that we don't have the identical immune defense system helps that we are not wiped out with one like single deadly disease. So whether or not we get sick, it's really decided by the integrity of our immune system. I'm going to talk a little bit about ozone, about the air that we're breathing, but I'm going to start actually with the sunshine, because the sunshine is really good for immunity and super bad for viruses. One reason the flu is a winter problem is because the influenza virus is transmitted best at cooler temperature and very low humidity. Sunlight also helps our bodies to make vitamin D. That vitamin is crucial also for our immunity, and especially for the older demographics that we are mostly concerned nowadays with this virus. Vitamin D also protects against many lengthy list of, there is like a lengthy list of alignments that this vitamin protects, especially the older generation, like multiple sclerosis, asthma, depression, heart disease, and even cancer. So the air that we breathe carries all these bacteria and organisms that we mostly find in soil and plants. And while we breathe that air, all that is deposited in our mouths and airways while we breathe and swallow. These are known to have really very beneficial immunological effects. And that's why it's a great when people live in the countryside. Unfortunately, in the cities, we don't have that much microbial diversity, and we don't have also much oxygen, and especially for Toronto, okay, nowadays we are quite clean, but the air is quite polluted. So typical illnesses that we see in the cities are like asthma, allergy, cancer. Those are like all typical illnesses when you have a body deprived of oxygen. And Nobel Prize was actually won for a discovery that the body deprived of oxygen gets sick. So that is why we have to be exposed and outside quite a lot nowadays. Even the fact that we're in quarantine inside, we should really go to parks and forests and walk and gain our immunity that way. If we're talking about the oxygen, I want to now talk a little bit more about ozone, because ozone is an enriched oxygen. And we do smell ozone. I love the ozone smell after the thunderstorm. When I was young in Eastern Europe, my grandma would open all the windows. And after the thunderstorm, she would put our bed sheets and pillows and blankets, so the ozone, because it's a antiseptic, to sanitize it. Oxygen becomes ozone during the thunderstorm every time when an oxygen goes over an electric current, and during the thunderstorm we often have lightning. That's how we then get ozone, because the oxygen gets that extra third atom. We remember in high school when we had our chemical icons when we learned about our chemical icons, the icon for oxygen was O2 because it has 2 atoms, and for ozone is O3. So ozone is an enriched oxygen. It's actually a gas. And when it enters our blood system, does absolutely amazing things. It's used in over 40 countries by over 40,000 doctors. It's for the last 70 years. Actually, Nikola Tesla discovered the ozone generator in the early 1900s. In Europe, it's used quite a lot. When I opened my business, 99% of my customers were Eastern European because they were the ones who were familiar with the treatment. Germany, for example, uses it a lot in the environmental products, in their water cleaning system, in their post-operative care. Right now, I can, if someone is interested, I can always send you a link of couple of new medical bulletins that Japanese and Taiwanese and Chinese Ministry of Health put out about how ozone helps during the corona pandemic. So the way how the ozone helps is actually it enters our system, blood system, often through ozone it can enter our blood system differently. It can be done with IV, it can be done with wonderful ozone sauna treatments that we do in our clinic. It can be done with the vaginal rectal insufflations, which customers now do quite a lot of home. So there are many different ways how the ozone can enter our system. And then when it enters our blood system, it really glues itself to everything that is like bacteria, virus, parasite, fungus, yeast, and it destroys it. If there are any metals and toxins, it also recognizes that in the system. And for example, during the sauna session, it really transfers it to your lymph nodes, and you actually sweat it out during the session. So the bottom line is that as ozone enters our body and our cellular system, it actually stimulates the healthy cells. And so unhealthy cells really cannot fight it, and healthy cells really, really loves it. And it's unfortunate that it's very neglected in the conventional medicine because it has a properties that no other gas has. For example, ozone works differently than antibiotic. Bacteria learns how to invade antibiotic, but it can't learn how to invade ozone. So overall, nowadays, for anything, this treatment should be used as a body upkeep. It's not only for relaxation because you're in a steam sauna surrounded with steam. It's for many people who suffer, for example, from depression, from stress, from chronic cough, from chronic mucus problem, from chronic sinuses, allergies, asthma problem. So ozone is often the only answer when particular really traditional medicine failed. So just to end up today, this little lecture about the ozone, what I recommend for customers nowadays when we're really in a closed environment quite a lot, and when we're constantly circulating the same air duct air that we breathe in our homes, and we all have pets, and sometimes we live with different generations in the homes. So I truly warmly recommend, not only during this pandemic, but that your literally lifestyle becomes that you ventilate your homes on a daily basis. If you start doing that, you're going to start having a very different air in your house. You're never going to have a condensation in mold. In Canada, there is a lot more problem just because of that. People don't open their windows and there is no ventilation, and that condensation brings mold. And considering that here the construction is done mostly with the drywall, which is a paper, that's an absolute invitation for mold and allergies and asthmas. And that's the reason why here in the cities we have so much that problem. So I really warmly recommend everybody to daily open the windows and ventilate their homes now when we are constantly in the house, and really try to spend lots of time outside. Backyard, local park. I go out at least twice a day with my husband for like a half an hour walk through the woods. It does help. And if you really want to deal with the proper ozone treatment at home, feel free to contact me anytime and I can give you suggestions and directions how to do that.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Helena. Most of us, we already experienced ozone clinic, and for all the founding members, please, we need to get this information out there to people. And for all of you guys, just make sure that you share, co-promote each other, obviously help each other grow. You're in the same field of wellness, and if we can do things together, it just makes more sense. It'll give us an ability to help more people, right?
Thank you very much, Svetlana. I'm glad.
Thank you so much, Helena. And we'll get our beautiful Francina to educate us on her natural organic products and tidbits of wellness and anything from your beautiful heart. Francina represents Barbados for us. Francina, Gazette, thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, Svetlana. Wellness events are always my favorite. Not biased, but they're always my favorite. They always bring the right people to share the right message that people really need to hear. Hi, my name is Francina Grisette. I'm the CEO and founder of Necessay Naturals, Inc. It's a certified organic skincare company. We have products from face wash all the way up to a body wash, a 7-product line right now. Always looking for other products to add to the line that offer all the things you need to make your body feel a lot better. What I want to talk about is, I always have this thing where I don't always have my product line itself. I always like to share nuggets of information, so I have to go back to what I feel comfortable with, and that's sharing a nugget of information. Everything you've heard tonight is on point. All the things you need to do to give yourself a healthy body. Essential oils, extremely big advocate of essential oils, not to be biased, doTERRA, wellness advocate myself. So when it comes to doing things that help you during this time, this is a stressful time. Like Jody said, you might not recognize that you're stressed. You think you're okay. So what I really want people to do at this time, this is the perfect time to do a reset, do a mind reset, do a vibe reset, do a surroundings reset, to reflect, see what's going on in your life, things that may not be working in your favor that you can change. Perfect time to grab a book, start a new book, start a course, pick up a language. All these things you can do with this time to turn what could be a negative more into a positive. And what I really want to share is mindset. Mindset is key. You can have supplements, you can have essential oils, but having the right mindset, it paves the way for everything else. Once you're clear in your mind, with essential oils, of course, then everything just seems a lot better. The way what you project is what you'll get back. If you find people are being negative, sometimes you have to look at yourself and going, okay, what am I giving off that's giving me that energy back? This is a time that, yes, like I said, it can be stressful. You may not feel it, but it's time to go, okay, what can I do? How can I make the best of this time? For me, I'm super, super grateful for being able to be home so I could spend time with my family and my daughter. My daughter's 4 years old, so she keeps me young. She's partially a gym, but and we get a lot of fun out in the backyard and blowing bubbles and things like that. And the little things you have to do, open a window, like Elena said, it volumes, it does so much more for your mind. One thing that I did yesterday that I didn't realize how beneficial it was actually speak out loud. I have a tendency to speak to myself within myself, and I jumped on a phone call with a friend, which another good tip to do is speak to friends you've been spoken to in quite some time, or your best friend. And I started to say something and I caught myself and I said, wait a minute, now that I said that out loud, that doesn't make any sense. So it's good to say things out loud, hear yourself so you can really adjust. The words we use, the no's, the can'ts, the don'ts are very powerful. What you're giving out is what you'll get back. This is the perfect time to do some research. Francina, what are you talking about, vibes? Research it, Google it. If you have the internet, Google it. If you don't, call someone and say, hey, can you check this out for me? Francina's talking something about vibes and energy and good thoughts. It's the perfect time to educate yourself. I'll talk a little bit about what you put in your body. Yes, you have to do the rainbow. It's the best time to go, I realize I've been eating a lot of things that aren't beneficial for my body. You know, how do I make a kale salad with apple? See, I didn't think I would like kale until a friend of mine made it and added apple. And I was like, hey, this is not too bad. Try a new recipe. Why not? You have the time. We're at the point where we really have no excuses. You can't say, oh, I don't have the time. Maybe I'll talk to you later. Talk to me now. I know you have the time. Unless you're organized and extremely busy, like someone like Svetlana, who will still make the time for you, you can schedule time. You can use the time wisely. Schedule everything. I found what really helped, especially having a 4-year-old, I realized structure is good for her. So I printed out a schedule and I have the morning set right from 9 till noon. We have a full schedule and then we can do whatever we want for most of the day. Do it for yourself. If you find that you kind of loosey-goosey and you find that you're forgetting things, write it down, create new habits. This is the perfect time to create new habits, but it really goes back to mindset. Be around people that will, if you're around people that you feel kind of letting you down, why not have the conversation? It's the perfect time to say, let's have a positive conversation. Let's reduce watching the news. Let's watch the news once in the next 7 hours is going to be the same thing in a different way on a different station. Unless there's a news conference, then they go and digest that for the next 12 hours. So really, you only need to watch the news once. Okay, twice if you're a habit. If you really like it. For me, I don't watch it at all, which could work against me because when I hear, but it's good to be educated so you can have meaningful conversations, especially if you have family members who are more engaged in the news. Sometimes you have to pull them out of it, speak to them about it so they can detox, get it out of their system, and perhaps suggest watching something else. Watch a movie. I thought it was pretty, for me, it was comical. When I looked on Netflix, and then all of a sudden they have all these pandemic movies as on the feed. I'm like, why aren't there more comedies so people can laugh? Like, why would you have all these movies that weren't there before, but all of a sudden there's documentaries about pandemics? You really have to be mindful of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how long you're doing it for. Again, you can watch the news, but don't watch it all day. Watch it all the time, every time. Don't watch it on repeat. It's really about what you give off, especially as a parent. Your kids are watching your energy and what you're giving off. If you're going to walk around in a very miserable mood, like Jody said, go into your room for 30 minutes, set the time. Say, I'm only allowing, I was told 20 minutes. If you're in a bad mood, 20 minutes, that's it. You cannot bring it up again. When I was told that, I was kind of taken back, but I was like, you know what, that's fair. Why am I going to hold on to this? Hold on to something that long. As we see, life is short. Enjoy it. Enjoy this time for yourself, with your loved ones. Have a good positive mindset to the best of your ability. Open a window, go for a walk, enjoy the squirrels. Now my daughter and I are putting out bread for the one squirrel named Joey. So Joey comes every day now, and it may be Joey, it might be Joey and his friends. They all look alike, but we think it's Joey. And we just enjoy nature. So this is the perfect time to do everything that you thought you didn't have time for. And I would really encourage you to do that and educate yourself. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your body, making sure that there are toxic-free ingredients. We're already getting toxic things in the environment. There's no need to put it in our bodies and on our skin as well. If you have any questions, again, my name is Francina Grisette. It's necessarynaturals.com. And yeah, that's all I have.
I think it was beautiful. What an amazing time to invest in ourselves. We were talking about on speed networking last night. That's just a very special time that we can take different knowledge from all over, right? I mean, internet is full of positive resources. Our network is full of positive mentors and advisors. We can learn so much in those times, right? Absolutely. And if we can do it to other people, obviously, our mission as leaders to always educate others. So, hi, Amir. Thank you for being with us. So we'll be closing it. I'll stop recording. Thank you all very much. Our first wealth is always health. We'll stick to that as an entrepreneur. I'm not a wellness entrepreneur these days, but I strongly believe that if you don't have health, if you have toxicity in your body, it's very difficult to build a business. Each and every time you pick up the phone, positivity comes from you feeling great. we'll continue doing wellness seminars and conferences because it's truly that positivity comes from your spirit, and it has to be healthy. And removing toxicity daily, throwing in our mind and body healthy vibes and healthy ingredients in your body, on your body, that's as a must for any leader in a marketplace. So thank you for all of you guys, and I'll stop recording. Amir, if you want to say hello to us, you can certainly do that. Hi, Amir.
No, he's on mute.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. So I'll do the follow-up with all the lists and for the people who attended, and I'll share recorded webinar. And again, love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you,
you.
Svetlana.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thanks,
Good
everyone.
night, guys.
لازم كده ده جو مسيت